Hi children. In the previous class we have discussed about different factors which affects the crop production, where transpiration, irrigation techniques, seeds, types of seeds, these all are the different factors, these are the different factors which increases the productivity. Along with the transpiration, even transportation of nutrients occurs by a particular tissue present in the plants which is called as a vascular bundle. The combination of xylem and phloem. Xylem is helpful for transportation of water and phloem is helpful for transportation of nutrients, which is prepared by photosynthesis process in the plants. So here, where there is a less amount of water, especially in the dry land areas, crops can be managed by producing or by supplying less water, so which can also be called as a Arutadi Pantalu. Arutadi Pantalu management can be followed where there is a less availability of water. So in this transportation of water and the nutrients, this vascular bundle also plays a key role, where the xylem is helpful for transportation of water from the roots by root pressure, and next phloem helpful for transportation of nutrients which is prepared by photosynthesis process. And the next, coming to the next concept, that is plant nutrients and the soil nutrients also plays an important role in production of more yield in the crops. Plant nutrients are nothing but carbon dioxide which is absorbed from the atmospheric air, is helpful for formation of different types of nutrients like carbohydrates, proteins, fats, etc. are being prepared by exchanging of gases. Already we have discussed at the time of structure of stomata. Okay, next one is the soil nutrients. So these soil nutrients are of two types, that is macronutrients and micronutrients. Soil nutrients increases the fertility of the soil, increases the health of the soil. So here soil testing centers are available to test the health of the soil, whether all the nutrients which are helpful for the growth of the plant are sufficiently available or not. So these soil nutrients are of two types. One is a macronutrients and one is a micronutrients. What is a macronutrient? The nutrients which are essential to the crops in large quantities. The nutrients which are essential to the crops in large quantities. Macro means much amount of nutrients are essential, like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. These nutrients are essential to the plants in large quantities. Okay, which is helpful to give better coloration to the plant crop, to give better penetration of roots into the ground. Okay, to increase the growth of the plant. These macronutrients are essential. The next one is micronutrients. Micronutrients are nothing but the nutrients which are essential to the plants in a very less quantities is called as a micronutrients. These micronutrients best examples are iron, zinc, boron, copper, chloride, okay, molybdenum, etc. These all are the best examples for micronutrients. Micronutrients are nothing but the nutrients which are essential to the plants in a very less quantities is called as micronutrients. So here, as we have discussed about this, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium plays an important role, plays a very key role in producing more yield in the crop fields. Like macronutrients, nitrogen is helpful to produce new leaves, new flowers, okay, which arises within a very short period of time. New leaves and flowers are produced very fastly because of the presence of sufficient amount of nitrogen in the soil. The next one is phosphorus. Phosphorus helps the roots to penetrate deep into the soil and gives a firmness to the plant so that the plant can withstand erectly. Okay, the roots are helpful to penetrate deep into the soil, which is helpful to absorb more water and dissolved nutrients in the water. Actually, nutrients from the soil are not directly absorbed. So, they are dissolved in the water and that dissolved nutrients are absorbed along with the water through the xylem of the plants. And the next one is potassium. Potassium is helpful to give resistance towards the pests and insects which causes diseases to the plant, and not only that, this potassium is also helpful to give a good quality of a smell, a good quality of a color to the fruits and flowers. Okay, potassium is helpful to give good quality of color, smell, okay, to the fruits and flowers, And not only that, it also helps in giving resistance towards disease causing organisms like pests and insects. So that's why these are called as macronutrients, which are essential to the plants in a large quantities. Next, along with this macro and micronutrients, along with these soil nutrients like macro and micronutrients, there are some more major factors which affects the nutrients of the soil, that is crop rotation, mixed crops, leguminous crops, organic manure, green manure, etc. Okay, crop rotation already we have discussed. Growing of different types of crops in different seasons in the same field is called as a crop rotation. Mixed cropping means growing of two different types of crops at a time. Okay, which produces two different types of varieties of yield is called as a mixed crop. And what is the leguminous crops, what is organic manure, and what is a green manure, we shall discuss. So here in this organic and a green manure, we will also discuss about preparation of vermicompost and what is a panchagavya in this concept. In the next concept, we will learn about leguminous crops, organic manure and green manure. Okay, so this is about soil nutrients which helps in